What's going on, everyone? Investor here. It's time for my weekly portfolio update. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that bell icon. I don't want you to miss any new content. So welcome to February. I hope everyone had a great January with your portfolios. Hope y'all made some great dividend income. So this past week, I was able to deposit about $400 into the account. So right now my account is sitting at just under $14,500, as you can see here, $14,497.46. Was down $82.92 as of Friday, or on the day of Friday. So kind of a rough way to end the week. Kind of the account, once the Feds kind of did their announcement there with the rate pauses and what they're planning on doing, at least my account didn't quite recover from that point on. Really great start to the week, but tough last couple of days. So I was able to add a new position though, and I did hit one of my 2023 goals. I did get 2 dividend payments this week, and I'm going to cover all that and more, so stick around. This upcoming week, I'm going to try to deposit around another $400, so stay tuned for that in next week's video. But let's jump over to the spreadsheet here, and I'll show you what I've been up to. All right, guys, so taking a look at the spreadsheet, I think the first thing you'll notice is I do have a new position down here, FXAIX, which is the Fidelity S&P 500 Index Fund. After reading quite a few of the comments and things over the past couple of weeks, even 2 months or so, I really did not have anything in here that's tracking the S&P 500. So I thought I'd throw something in. I've been looking at it for a while. I just decided it's time to pull the trigger. So I've added that. You can see I've only added the 0.35 shares. I think this share was right around $170 when I got into it. So I only put about $60. So we'll continue to add more to that. But at least that way I have something now in my portfolio that will track the S&P 500, and I felt comfortable, putting the money into that. So give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you think that was a good idea or not. Like I said, I think it fits well with what my portfolio is aiming to do. Something that I can just hold in there for long term. And you can see on the 365 here, it is obviously trending up. So as the S&P has. You'll see the rest of it here. I'll blow this up. Quite a few more greens as the market is doing well, as CHD continues to kind of be hit or miss, whether it's going to be green one week, red one week, but SCHD is still doing relatively good overall. So quite a few reds still that I'm hoping will pull through, but so far so good. Like I said, there's quite a few more greens than anything else. So as far as what I've added, see just, we'll call it 3/4 of a share of SCHD. Did add just 1.1 share of JEPI. Verizon, this 0.22 shares here was strictly from the drip. And Verizon's doing really well right now, so I'm going to let that just continue to do its thing. 1.7 shares of Realty Income, pushing a little closer, trying to hit that goal still from 2023. Just 1 share of ABR. It's gone down, the last couple of days, so signal to buy an opportunity. Granted, I didn't have much money, so I only bought the 1 share. But just over 2 shares of Tesla. Like I said, I was last week's video. I don't know that I was going to be as aggressive this week, so I really slowed down on that here a little bit. We're going to, at least me, I'm going to see where the dividend falls in and kind of see where that's going, as the stock price seems to still hovering right around $9. It falls really quick and really slow to rise. So we'll see what happens once that dividend hits, where it's gonna hit, because I've still got a pretty good ground to make up for with the deficit that it's been putting itself at lately. So Altria Group, just a 0.12 shares there. That's one of the goals for this year. We'll cover that again a little bit later. Added a half a share of Pepsi. QQQY and the JEPY. I bought these just after the ex-dividend date when it went down, just strictly for the dollar cost average here. Plus, I add a little bit more to the dividend income, and then obviously the 0.35 shares of the Fidelity Index Fund. So this is my first attempt at an actual just index fund. So hope everything works well with that. I think it will. Like I said, I've been watching it for a while. I've got a couple others that I'm watching as well. So, you might see a couple surprises here in the next couple of weeks. So jumping over, you'll see the minus here for Friday. This is what ended on Friday's day. So you could see total portfolio still over here. So I'm still up $475 for the total portfolio with Tesla. We're making up a little bit of ground. I think last week it was around $200 down. So it's slowly working its way back up. Has been kind of a rough go lately. I think the last week or two it's decided to go on sale again. So buy it up what you can. I'm going to continue to buy while I can, while it's down. So I'm down a little bit there. ABR is actually down now a little bit, so I'm not too worried. My cost basis is not too far off where it's at, so as long as it doesn't continue downward. But if it does, I'll add more shares. Like ABR is a good company to hold, something that one that consistently increases its dividend, so it's good to have. So the only other one that's really down here, obviously, is the one I just picked up, but it's only 22 cents. So not incredibly worried about that. Like I said, this is more of a long-term haul, so I'm not worried about the fluctuation there. So jumping over to the calendar, you see the 2 dividend payments. So one was kind of a surprise, but the $9.31 from Verizon was expected. But then you come down here and I got paid 53 cents in dividend from FXAIX. So I held it for half a day. I got paid 53 cents. So cool. I'll take it, right? Every little bit helps. So far for February, we're sitting at $9.84. Last month was $88.95. And I did get this updated with the projections of what it should look like each month going forward. Hopefully this is true, because it looks like, days of being sub 100 should be over, right? I'm hoping to receive everything that's 100 and over from here on out. So hopefully that's the case, guys. Wish me luck. Give me a thumbs up. Root me on. Hopefully that's here to stay. So got quite a few more dividend payments coming for the month. I believe I'll have 2 more days of dividends, but I believe that's going to be 4 payments next week. I'll have to double check that, but there should be some good payments coming in next week as well. So that, plus with the addition of the extra $400 I plan on putting in, should be a good week for the account. So please stay tuned to that video. Moving along. So again, 98.79. Oh, I've got to get this updated. This is supposed to be over here. So I'm going to join that into February. So you can see here, February should be the 984. It's adding them both together. It's adding this total as opposed to putting it where it's supposed to be for February. So I'll get that fixed. So February should have a little bar going. Everything's up to date on the pie charts. And you'll see I did put the check mark on Jeppy. I now have 50.15 shares, so I did hit my goal of 50, the one that I had set for myself last year. So just a little bit more to go for O here, as well as SCHD for hitting the 2023 goals. You can see O just over a share and a half and just over 3.5 shares of SCHD. And then I can really start hammering down the goals for 2024, as well as trying to push closer to the $25,000 goal for the account value. So with the 14,497 I'm sitting at currently, obviously getting a lot closer. Hopefully by the end of next week, like I said, I'm planning on putting about another $400 in, plus some of the dividends I'm going to receive. Cross your fingers that I'll be over $15,000 into the account. Be a great number to see, a great achievement, a great accomplishment for the account. Like seeing those $5,000 increments, but just knowing that at the end of the year, when I was barely going to hit the $10,000 mark, I thought that was a stretch. But now to be right almost at 15, I mean, I'm hammering along as best I can, putting everything that I can, working the extra shifts, the overtime, trying to put the money in so the account can grow. So moving along, see 98.79 for the fourth quarter. Already surpassed quarter 3, but this quarter should hopefully, counting all 3 of the first 3 quarters there, should be more than that. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to that quarter-over-quarter growth. It's exactly what I'm wanting from the account. 2024 so far, only the 98 received, but looking at it, I've received 98.79 basically in the first month. Knowing that I received 355 all of last year, that should just be a happy memory, as this new bar will cast a shadow over this bar. That's what I'm hoping. So moving along, projected income. You can see Tesla still holds the top rank. As I add more, the projected income should be here. But we're going to see again with the, how I'm going to play this particular holding here, just whether the dividend income goes down, whether the stock continues to go down. Probably not going to be as aggressive as I've been. Just have to see how it all plays out. Really focus on some of these other ones, especially now that I've got the FX AIX. So we'll see how that works out. Then as February, as I get more and more dividends coming in, you'll see that trend line's not going to be shooting straight down. It's going to change course and head straight up, because that month of February here should be over $100 received. So it'll change that trend line straight up. And then I'll get this updated as well for the new portfolio total for January. So I should be sitting just under that 15,000 mark. So good overall growth so far. So let me know what you guys think of this week's update for you guys into the portfolio. A couple of good things. I did add that new position, a couple of dividend payments. Next week should be just as exciting. Couple more dividend payments. Should be adding some more money. So that video should be good as well. So that's all I've got for you guys this week. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not. Please leave me a comment on what you guys think. You know, like I said again, if you think AIX was a good choice to add to the portfolio. So hopefully your weeks are good. I will catch you guys next week. Happy investing.